2012 when it fucking killed like 4 million fucking people.
Yeah.
Literally. That was like not too long ago.
The tsunami that
the Indonesian one or the Japanese one?
Yeah.
Well, no, the Indonesian, the Indian.
Yeah, the Indonesian one.
Indian Ocean
killed
like quarter million fucking people.
Yeah, I was on Maui. It was
they made a fucking flick about it. Like
I watched that. Yeah, we were living on Maui.
Straight up, yeah.
We lived there like 6 months, I think. It was our first Christmas. It was actually Christmas Eve or Christmas. Yeah. And we had this guy over, and we were new to the island. You know, we met someone at work, and we invited him over. You know, because he didn't have any family. You know, on the island, so we're hanging out, and we just kept going on and on. It was getting really late, like it is now. And like I was getting tired, and this guy's just like blah 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 blah. But we're talking about like tsunamis and stuff. And then the next morning, we get up and read the news, and that one hit Indonesia, and there was a warning for Maui because they didn't know how big the wave was going to be. Yeah. And so they're all, you know, everybody stay up, you know, stay high ground, blah blah blah. And so we're like waiting for the wave to come, you know, because we had like 10 hours before it gets there. Yeah. It's a weird feeling waiting, like wondering what's going to happen, you know. You're like, okay, when's that thing going to hit again? Yeah. And then it came and it kind of surged like in the very lowest spots on the island. There's this one central valley and it kind of came inland by the harbor. And it just kind of came in over the road a little bit, but it wasn't it wasn't like a big, like crazy. Yeah. But it was kind of, but then I was talking to my buddy, and he's lived there about 100 years. This other guy I know, his family. He's talking about his great aunt or whatever. Yeah. And she had a house down in that same area. Yeah. And back when this tsunami came back in the, I don't know if it was the 50s or when it was, it picked up her house and her house floated like
straight up
about a mile inland.
Oh wow.
And then set down. It wasn't like a huge nasty.
So they were relocated.
Well, I guess we have a different address.
Water just kind of started filling in, and like the current, like
we moved.
Yeah, push a house like a mile down the road. Like you know where the sugarcane mill is. Yeah. The lower one, you know, that stinks like shit. Yeah, the sugarcane mill, dude. They spray this shit water, like fertilize it. Yeah. And they do it on this one road. You're like driving down it, and there's like these sprayers going like. Psst. And the smell, dude, you roll up the windows because it's so putrid. It smells like pure ass, you know? It's like the stupidest thing. You're on this beautiful island. All you can do is smell ass when you drive down this road, right? And you can smell for miles some days. It just travels, you know? Anyways, her house ended up like
dead carcass. Like a pig
it's just
farm.
Like yeah, dude, it is. It's really bad. And it gets really windy sometimes, and it just blows the smell, and all you can do is smell it, and it's like, oh, God, when are we going to get... That's the worst part about living there.
And the guy that's making money, he's like, that's the smell of money. That's the smell of money as he's driving down the road.
But actually, they're done now. They actually, all the liberals shut down the sugar mill because here's what they would do. They would burn the sugar cane. Check it out. You got to hear this crazy story. Did I ever tell this one on the cast? Back in the day, 100 years ago plus on Maui, you had like the plantation owners, the sugar plantation, and they bring in all their migrant slave workers from like China and the Philippines and the Japanese and all these different people. They'd bring them and they'd come slave in the fields, right? Yeah. And the workers got tired of fucking busting their ass, so they revolted and they're like, fuck you, you know, and they lit all the sugar cane on fire. And so the next day after everything burns, you know, the plantation guy comes out, he's like, you know, he goes out, and
which one of you chinks someone and kill?
Yeah, he picks up the sugar cane, and he looks at it, you know, and he's got his nice clean, like, clothes on, and his hat and everything, you know, and he picks up the piece of sugar cane, it's got some soot on it, and he brushes it off, and he's, like, looking at it, and what he realizes is that the heat from the fire crystallized the sugar inside the cane. Yeah. And when they used to harvest it, when they chop it, a lot of the juices would flow out of it, and they'd lose like half the sugar just by harvesting. And so at that moment, he realized that all the sugar was preserved by lighting the fields on fire.
Crystallizing the sugar. He's like, thank you, you fucking shanks. You're geniuses. Keep burning. They're like, what?
they thought
Keep burning?
they thought they were going to be free, you know, and like live their free life, but now he's
like, thank you. Keep burning this shit, you motherfucker.
It's like, all you did,
doubled my profit.
all you did was innovate.
You fucking roaches. You just made me more money, you motherfuckers, you.
So, that was like one of the first stories I ever heard when I moved there. I was
Shaking their hand, they're like, he's not gonna kill me? They're scared even more. They're like, what's he gonna do now?
Yeah. They're like, he's too powerful. He has black magic powers.
Oh yeah. They're like, am I gonna? Yeah.
He must pray to the devil.
Mm-hmm. They probably didn't get it. The genius in them.
But now the liberals have moved in, all the people with money, right?
Sure.
All the Californians.
Yeah, all the libtards.
Yeah, they all move out there, right? And they're like, we need to make this a better place. So the sugar cane, so to this day they still burn the sugar, or not to this day.
Yeah, better place.
But when I lived there, they would burn, they'd go to the outsides of the fields, huge fields, like 50 acres at a time. They'd go around, like the outside of it, it would burn inward. And then this big, it looked like a nuke went off when this cloud of smoke would go off. You'd be like, huge, dude, like up in the upper
so they
atmosphere.
cry about it. Oh, God.
And then the ashes would float down.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was like these plastic hoses they'd use to irrigate, and they'd just burn them too. So there's like black plastic smoke, like in the ash, you know. And they'd be in their house, like, you're killing us, you know, fucking heck. So they actually got the sugar plant to close down, and it put like 1,000 people maybe
out of work
that were locals on the island. No, they didn't no longer. That was their entire life, generations working.
Wouldn't you just fucking
done, man?
Well, what I would do is start fucking literally cutting heads off.
Well, they're like, we're gonna grow hemp now and all these different alternative crops, you know. And
right.
But they ain't growing shit. They did a couple experiments.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Only fucking, you know how they all these libtards want to go to Mars and start a colony.
We should send them, right?
Pack the fuck up and go.
Yeah, you can have it.
Please do. Just pack up and colonize Mars and let me know how it is. I might go on a vacation there one day.
It's got to have a pool, though.
Yeah, pool and a casino.
and robot sex slaves.
Pool and a casino. And all you can eat. Buffet.
Yeah, and don't forget the robot sex slaves.
Yeah, fake pussies.
Chinky butts.
Rubber pussies, yeah. Well,
it's just R2-D2 with a hole in the back.
I mean, Japanese like that shit though, but it's gotta look real.
Yeah.
Warm.
You're like, I want the young boy.
Young boy. Aww.
Make it look like a young boy with
Just
lipstick.
make sure nobody uses that.
Just a unisex kind of
thing.
Amorphous.
Yeah, it's got this.
But it's got to be fresh.
It's got a little.
Nobody has
it's got
ever
a crack
used
in it.
Yeah.
Smells like baby powder.
Baby powder. Fresh.
Yeah.
Never used.
Did you hear about the lawsuit?
Lightly soiled.
Did you hear about the Johnson & Johnson baby powder? It like causes cancer.
Does it?
I heard something about that.
Yeah, there's like a class action lawsuit.
Oh.
People are getting paid now.
I'm glad I never used it.
Yeah, I always hated the smell, honestly. It's kind of just like they, you know.
Well,
like,
it's kind of like just diapers.
Yeah, it's powdery.
Yeah,
that's what
diapers.
it is. It's a micro. It's
aggression.
It's a nanoparticle, and your body can't get rid of it. It like gets in all your pores and shit, and fucking plugs them up.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just like this super fine powder, you know.
But it's got to be a fresh butthole.
Yeah. Just dousing it on. Big old fart. It's like
blows up in your face. Then you get a lung infection from the powder.
So what do you think of the Mars idea? That's pretty good, huh?
I agree, man.
Moon's first and then Mars.
I'll stay here. You go first.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
If you're vaccinated,
listen,
you can
They're
go.
all saying,
if you're vaccinated,
we
you
can't
can
save the Earth. So we gotta just move on.
You heard it here first, folks. Uranium 3 is gonna get us to fucking Mars because Earth is all fucked up. I think we're all full.
It's full of Oscar Myers.
Oscar Myers.
Lips and assholes.
Filled with cheese. Oh.
The cheddar worst.
Cheddar wurst.
All right,
You've
folks.
seen those, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
We'll catch you guys next time. This has been a Ludkast
those are
reunion
gross.
party.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, it was very childish and fun.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if you didn't like it, eat a dick.
It was fictional comedy, all of it.
Everything, yeah. All names and events were changed to protect the wickedly sinful.
Yeah.
So fuck off.
And go take your shots too. The vaccine. Make sure they microchip your ass.
Yeah, and a third for good measure.
Take your ball and go home,
If you're going to go to
motherfucker.
Mars and get the third one,
Yeah.
you won't even need to get on a spaceship.
Yeah, you'll just think you're there.
Virtual reality in your fucking
Yeah,
eyeballs.
it'll be a fucking fever dream.
A series of them.
A series of fever dreams and migraine headaches.
We're on Mars!
This must be it.
Yeah, landscape.
All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks a lot for hanging out with us, and we'll look forward to tickling your earballs next time. All right, bye.